welcome to the channel. Welcome to S.Wilson's Automotive channel. What I have behind me here is a 1941 Plymouth Opera Coupe. It's a P12. It has a 230 flat 6 in it. It's a two-door, of course, this Opera Coupe. It's like a business coupe, but you can have passengers when you want them, and when you don't want them, fold the seats up. So, this is the car. 41 Plymouth Opera Coupe. I bought it from a guy that bought it in 71. He purchased the car from a actual Plymouth dealership. They had it on the showroom floor. This car has a radio and a clock in it. Surprisingly, the clock works, and of course the radio does not work. But it's a 41 model car, so of course it's not going to work. It even has the Mopar Deluxe heater in this car. Why they put the heat lever over there, I have no earthly idea. Actually, it also has lights. This car has been 230 flat 6 swapped. For you of those that does not know, the hood lever on this car is on the inside, not on the outside. As you see, the interior has been redone at some point. Headliner's drooped. That's all gonna get back done original. And for those that does not know what they call an Opera Coupe, this little special piece here, and of course I've not cleaned it out, but this little special piece here is where a peg sits. Notice no back seat. Fold this up. There's your jump seats. Well, as they call them, opera seats. They drop down, you put the peg down in the slot, and you can have 4 passengers for this car. There's a piece of trim that goes on a running board, and there's one of the hood caps. He did give me a replacement because that one's got some dents in it. But you can use this car either way, a business coupe or to ride the family around. This car is not bad shape. Somebody painted enamel over lacquer on this car, and that's why it's peeling. But the plus side of things, this car is made out of good metal, so it does not rust back fast. I know that's been done a week, and it has not rust back yet. This is good metal on this car. This car had third light, as you can see. And no, this is not Bondo. None of this is Bondo. It's just paint that's been chipping and flaking, which is just wonderful, as you can see. So that's why there's primer spots. The only Bondo I've seen in this car is dents. As you can see, is some small dents, and they layered the Bondo real thick to make it slick. But this is a original black car, factory black car, and that's why it's going back. That piece of trim that was laying in the back goes on the running board right here. Of course, the rubber, them's going to be sent off and redone. The only trim that's missing goes from back here all the way up to here. Somebody bondoed over the hole where the trim holder is supposed to be, and there's another one right there. So those are missing. We can find those somewhere. But other than that, all this car is intact. Most of a little bit of dentage here, as you can slightly see right there. You get a little bit of a dent there. Here's a power plant. It's been 230 swapped. Working on converting this car to 12 volts and getting rid of the 6 volt alternator. Done put a 12 volt coil in it, and it runs. It's just need charging ability. I know for a fact I'm gonna have to go ahead and change all light sockets and everything. You see where I've primed some here. Top, of course, is peeling, but overall this car is not bad shape, not full of rust, and not full of Bondo. This car is a really good car to have. and I got lucky to find it, surprisingly. These tires have not ever seen road. Don't know if you see that or not. These still had stickers on them when we loaded up on a trailer. The most they've ever seen is my yard and my driveway and a trailer. So, got brand new tires on here, which is great. He put new tires and tubes. And for you those that know, them is very expensive. Good old 6.7 by 15s. There's very expensive tires. Eventually this car is going to get a wider wheel in the back, but keep it white walls. Like maybe an 8-inch wide wheel. And eventually I will pull this 230 out and do some machining, put an Alfie head on it, and 2 carburetors on this at least, and put a small cam in it and a header, which would be very great for this car. It'd be something different. You don't see people building flat sixes anymore, but this is going to be fixed. And of course there's some more projects. Dent side, F-250, first gen Dodge, some other stuff over there. All kind of projects coming up soon that will be worked on. Going to be worked on all of them at the same time. Then there's a 64 F-350 with a square body bed back there. That's not going on there yet. But there's a summary of the Plymouth. That's just some of the stuff that's going on. This car does run. I have moved it earlier. I've laid a little bit of patch with it, I guess you could say, with that flat six. It's pretty torquey, surprisingly. This motor in this flat six is very, very torquey. But we need a little bit more power and a little bit more torque. This car is going to be fun with that flat six in there, having that much power and torque. But since I've not given an introduction to the channel, here's an introduction to the channel. And like, subscribe to see more antique vehicles. Work on pretty much anything and everything. First gen Dodges, S10s, third gen Dodges back there. There's a brick nose back there. Even square bodies hanging around. There's 3 of them right there. And even got dent sides. Got 2 of those so far. But yes, anything diesel, anything and everything, it's going to be on the channel. Cars, trucks, tractors, you name it, it's going to be here. I'll work on just about anything and everything. So, and there's a new project, 2 new projects coming soon. And yes, that's a parts truck right back there. And yes, I know there's a S10 bed on there. That's not staying on there, that's a parts truck. So, and it's not like a 6.0 going by. Yes, a 6.0. But that's just some of the stuff that's going on this channel. It's going to be interesting. There's going to be a lot of educational advice. And of course, there's going to be a lot of entertainment going on this channel. Because it's going to be a lot of funny stuff. Like, of course, that right there, S10's kind of funny. But other than that, it's going to be interesting. Y'all have a good night, and we'll catch y'all later. Like, subscribe. Get to learning stuff. Definitely. Might be started tonight. Don't know. But y'all have a great night.